All right, it is 7:35 in the morning, about 28 degrees currently, and we are headed to the range for a little quick morning shoot. Been itching to get back, got some new paper targets and some clamps. Yeah, we're just going to try and keep improving on what we've been working on already. It is very cold out today. It's, below 30, so this will be a real test of whether or not shooting outdoors is going to be viable for me. Anyways, yeah, we're on our way to the range. We'll be there shortly, and we'll see. Pretty quiet out here today. This thing's been shot to heck. I think that's pretty straight. I don't really care about the distance yet. I'm not that serious about it, but I think that's pretty good. All right, so for today's shoot, bought some Amazon paper targets. What are these size on this? 12.5 inch by 20 inch. So, I don't know. I think these are pretty standard. I got some of my own plastic clamps. I couldn't find like a pack of just 2 of them. So I had to get, oh man. And we'll see. These may be a little too small. I thought they were going to be bigger, honestly. Although it says they open to like 2 inches. So, okay, so this is another question I had. Ear protection over my hat. Is that going to actually be enough? Or am I going to need to lose the beanie so I can create enough suction around? Maybe it's just my earmuffs. Literally, these are Beretta brand. I've had them for like 10 years. I'm thinking about upgrading since I've had these for so long. I hear this brand Walker makes really good stuff. I don't really know much about them, but it seems to be what all the other guys that are really into this stuff recommend. So may jump on those at some points, but for now we're just going to keep using these. It's better than nothing, and at least we're shooting outdoors, so we shouldn't have so much crazy noise. Yeah, so before we even load up, let's go figure out the target. All right, let's see if we can get one target out. I don't think that's going to be an option. So, I don't know. I thought I'd be able to keep these all like rolled in my car in that plastic and just kind of peel one out as I need it, but I don't think I can get just one out. So we took the whole thing out. Wow. Okay. I might just have to leave like a clamp hanging off it. So there's one. There's 2. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to do 4. Let's get one more clamp. There we go. All right, so let's try not to blow my plastic clips to smithereens. All right, we're going to be back to loading rounds here. So last time we were out here, I had the camera pretty well focused on myself for most of the shooting, mostly because I wanted to see if I could identify some of my issues, like when I shoot, whether it's flinching, blinking, or I don't know, just in general making a mess of myself. So I had the camera more focused on myself, but one of the last sets of shooting I did, we actually had the camera facing a little bit more towards the target. And even though it's, one standard wide angle lens, shooting at 4K, I'm able to actually zoom in quite a bit on the target. We're not using the same target today, so it's not the sort of glow-in-the-dark kind, but we're going to turn the camera this time a little bit more so you can see the target, and hopefully you'll be able to see like some of where my shots are hitting, and yeah, we'll take it from there. It's a little chaotic out here. We got a lot of noise in the background, so we're going to go ahead and test this out. I'm wearing my gloves, so we're going to see how that works. All right, so finding that wall for the trigger is probably going to be a little tricky here to start. So let's see if this first one will surprise me or if I can find it. Okay, that was definitely low left. Ooh, I flinched hard on that. Okay, so we got some work to do here. That was still low left. There we go, that was in the red. About an inch out to the left. Just above center. On it. There we go. With the gloves on, it's actually a little harder to remember to pull my finger back far enough to get it off the trigger to let it reset. And that was high right, that was weird. There we go, reset. I'm hitting a little left, so maybe I'm just pulling it too much. Okay. Let's go take a look. All right, so you can see 3 strikes in the middle, bunch hitting left, 2 highs. This was my very first shot. I started dialing it in. Took a little while. I kept hitting left. I got on target. Then I kept going back left. So not really sure what that's about, other than the way I'm putting my finger over the trigger. It's probably just myself. Mostly because of the gloves. I'm struggling to kind of figure out how to work with the gloves. So for this next one, I'm going to leave the camera up high here, and we're going to let you guys watch me instead of the target. And I want to just see if that helps kind of identify maybe some of my trigger placement and where the issues are. So let's give it another go. It looks like the utility crews are leaving in the background. Hopefully they don't hate me. And my gun is actually leaking a little bit of oil. I did clean this the other day, so maybe that's why, after I left the range before. All right, we're gonna keep shooting for center mass here. Other than the one shot that went really low left, everything else has technically been within the target zone. So I feel pretty good about that. A lot better than yesterday, or not yesterday, but like a week ago. Yeah, it was, I believe, to the left again. You see I'm flinching, like, gotta try not to do that. Yeah, it was all left. Well, that one was as close to bullseye as I've gotten. Oh. I just blew my mount off. That's great. My clip. Well, we're gonna need one of these. All right, not my proudest moment here, but we did we did hit our mount, so I guess I tore up the paper a little bit. There we go. Bring that back. Yeah, my goal was to keep these as low and out of the way as possible, but that's just my own foolishness there hitting it. So you can see I did put like 2 more, I think, right up here. Maybe 1 or 2 flyaways to the right, but I'm mostly pulling left. I believe that's when I have my trigger finger a little too far over the trigger, but it could be the other way around. I'm actually not sure. It's either because I hook my finger over the trigger too far and I'm pulling down and pulling it to the left, or I just don't have my finger in enough. So when I pull, I'm compensating by kind of digging into the left. So Yeah, that's some stuff we got to work on. All right, here we go. Last mag, and then I got to reload again. So my main concern is going to be watching that trigger pull. It might have something to do with, I already feel it. So my index finger on the trigger, and my left thumb is, I don't know where to put it. And I think I'm supposed to be putting it high. So that's probably why I'm kind of biffing it up there. Yeah, there you go. That was low right, but either way. Ooh, that was a bullseye. Not sure. I think that was in. That was in it too. All right. I will say this, my ears are ringing a bit, so I may need to lose the hat just to cover my head or my ears a little better. Our target is starting to look like Swiss cheese. We're getting a lot more strikes here. I believe I'm also still getting a lot over here to the left. But I am a little bit overcompensating. I've been pulling a little harder to the right, but you can see like I'm starting to get really dialed in there to the middle. So that's making me actually extremely happy. You know what, we're gonna swap out that target, start with a clean slate. So I'll bring you back after I reload and swap targets. All right, so we are loaded up again. We're gonna go ahead and get shooting. We are down to, we have all 3 mags full, so that's another 45. So we've already shot 45. This is another 45, so we have about 10 rounds left in the box. Let's give this a go. Finger tight, hands tight, thumbs up. Oh, 2 inches low. That was a flinch, but I still ended up in the red. Okay, that was high right. I think I got my hands or my arms too tight too. Another upright. That was up left. There we go. There we go, 2 in the same spot. Ooh, that was crazy. All right. So I got to stay disciplined in order to keep that accuracy up. I'm going to try and hit a little lower right corner of the center. All right. Okay, we got 10 shots left. 10 left in this, so we're gonna aim for head, and that's it, and then we'll call it a day. Just over the shoulder. Top of the head. What am I doing? All right, well, that's all she wrote. I'm not going to open another box of ammo today, so let's just go out and check our target. So this was 3 mags, 45 rounds. You see, I'm basically just favoring that left side. I am starting to get much better at hitting bullseye, but I think this right here around these flyaways up right and down left show a lack of discipline. Definitely not proud of myself with those. So for the 10 I put up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe that's 2, and that might be another one up there. So I guess you could say I got 1 bullseye, 1 the first zone, another in the second zone, 1 just left. This would, I think, be a kill shot too. But yeah, we got some work to do. So I'm going to take down the target and skedaddle. I got to get to work today. But given my raw thoughts on what I think of my own shooting capabilities, I got a lot of work to do. I got to work on some disciplines. I'm shooting quicker than I need to. There's no reason I need to be kind of following up shot after shot. Speed is not something I need to be working on right now. I need to be working on consistent hits, just getting a better feel and understanding for what I'm doing. As you can see, like my accuracy leaves a lot to be desired, but frankly, it's not terrible. If I can hit a target smaller than my own body at 50 yards, I don't think that's terrible, right? Like in a self-defense scenario, it usually happens within 15 feet anyways. But there's a lot more elements involved with that anyways, such as, you know, your stress, being caught off guard, not in a proper stance, even your draw, holster draw, and everything like that. So those are some other skill sets that we'll work on one day in the future. But for now, we're just trying to keep getting more proficient with shooting. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Just a quick morning shoot. We just did 100 rounds. I'm going to try and keep doing this a little bit more consistently. It's been about a week since the last time we were out here. I've been itching to come back out since, but work has actually prevented me. So I'm happy to come back out, and we'll be trying to do this again some more soon. See you guys.